Let's check in with Sarah Bagby for a look at our Saturday forecast. Sarah?
Hey, Tim. Yeah, it's true. We do have some heat on its way, and this will affect a lot of people in the area. Right now, we're looking out at beautiful Portland right now, and let's see what the temperatures are. 66 dew point is very normal. Temperature even normal. Last night was probably a little warmer for some people, and that is going to continue. That's the trend for the next few days. This is probably the last average day for a few days before next weekend. So appreciate it. It's going to be like this in a few places. The Dow's is going to be 70 degrees. Another really good place to go would be up at the coast or the mountain. It's going to be warm up there as well. This is our radar. There's nothing happening, just heat, okay? Temperatures are going to get up to, I would say, a little higher than 85 today for our high. This is about 3 o'clock, so about 3:30 it could get up to even 87. And as the day progresses, we're going to have a warmer night as well. So those of you who like a cool night, I'm sorry, it ends tonight. Now, another thing that happens with this is with the heat wave, we also have the increase of the wildfires. With that, it means that you have to be careful if you're camping and all that, but also when we have the wind come in, which will happen tomorrow, that will have them spread, which also causes a lot of smoke and a lot of allergy issues. So be aware of that over the next few days if you are sensitive to allergies. We are going to take a look at the smoke-o-meter here just to see like where we'll expect a little bit more of the smoke and haze. We do have a lot of haze expected in the Cascades area and in the gorge, but also down in the inland valleys. So be ready for that if you're sensitive to it. Otherwise, we'll have a more updated weather for you in just a little bit.
All right, Sarah, thanks very much. With extreme heat heading our way, crews are already working to distribute cooling supplies to people who need help in the heat. And the first thing we should all think about is taking care of ourselves and our neighbors. The heat really turns on the second half of the weekend, getting into danger territory. That has Multnomah County moving water and other supplies from its warehouse to outreach partners to help vulnerable people like those living on the streets and those living in housing without air conditioning.
We have a pretty robust program here in Multnomah County when we see severe weather.
Chris Voss heads up the county's emergency response effort. He says Thursday alone they got 18,000 bottles of water out, along with smaller amounts of refillable bottles, sunscreen, electrolyte packs, cooling towels, and misting bottles meant for those most at risk. But we can all stay safer by hydrating, not overdoing anything from exercise to alcohol, and wearing light clothing and hats to start.
I think behavior is a lot of it, but avoiding outside the hottest part of the day, especially if you're going to not have much shade, I think that's number one on a list to really avoid some of those risks.
Portland Parks and Rec says swimming pools are great, but not really for staying cool. You don't need to know how to swim to get wet, though, at any of the city's roughly 24 interactive fountains or splash pads. Park splash pad hours are extended this year, now going from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. If you're getting on the river or other water, the Multnomah County Sheriff's Office says have fun, but be safe. If you're boating, follow the rules of the waterways. The Columbia River is up to 70 degrees now, but it can still be a shock to the system, and other rivers are much colder. They say anyone on or near the water should wear a life jacket. Many popular spots have loaners available. Back along the waterfront, the dog days of summer are here, and that's okay with this guy named Shadow and his human. Her advice:
stay hydrated, stay cool, keep water on you, and just enjoy it. Enjoy the weather.
Yeah, enjoy it for now, but with those temperatures going up, we want to also talk about cooling centers. In Multnomah County, still waiting on a decision on that, but look for that probably sometime this weekend. If it's a go, we'll likely see extended hours at some libraries, along with cooling centers opening during the day at least. Also, a big long-term effort to get air conditioners to households without continues for those who qualify. Now here's another way to stay a little cooler, misting stations. Yeah, set up in 14 parks across the Rose City. Details are on the Portland Water Bureau's social media pages about where those are.
More days that go by, those numbers are going to go up.
It's the most heartbreaking thing I've ever been through.
So heartbreaking. It is a desperate situation on the Hawaiian island of Maui, growing more dire as days pass. Right now, rescuers are scrambling to find missing people who may be trapped by fires still burning on the island. The death toll is expected to rise from the current official count of 80 in the coming days. Hundreds are still missing. They are believed to be missing. Questions have now turned to the emergency sirens on the island. Officials say they were not activated as wildfires approached the town of Lahaina. However, the agency says alerts were sent to cell phones and televisions. We know a lot of you want to help, so you can make a donation to the KGW Northwest Response Fund. We're partnering with the American Red Cross on this. You know, the Red Cross has volunteers on the ground on the island, opening shelters and providing evacuees with a safe place to stay. You can text the word FIRE to the number on your screen, 503-226-5088, and we will text you back with a link to donate to the fund. You can also donate in person at any local U.S. bank branch. Well, new this morning, homicide detectives spent the night on the scene of a deadly shooting in northeast Portland. Police responded to a shooting call last night about just before 11 o'clock. This was what it looked like at Northeast 33rd Drive and Elrod Road. They found a man there who had been shot, and despite care from paramedics, that man died on the scene. So far, no arrests have been made. In Idaho, Ammon Bundy is under arrest again. The anti-government activist was arrested last night on a contempt of court warrant. It dates back to his civil trial earlier this year. Bundy and another defendant were ordered to pay $52 million to St. Luke's Hospital after they led protests at the hospital. Bundy's group claimed a child at the hospital had been kidnapped by Child Protective Services. During the trial, in which Bundy did not participate, a judge cited him in contempt for allegedly harassing witnesses. Well, still to come on Sunrise, a scary situation in North Portland. Who police are looking for after someone set fire to a family's home 3 different times. And remember, you can watch Sunrise anytime you want on KGW+. All of our news is on Roku and Amazon Fire. Just look for the KGW app and add us to your home screen and stream Sunrise on your schedule. We'll be right back.